Shadowverse Champions Battle is a new card game from Side Games. Though the original mobile and PC game called Shadowverse was released in 2016, this Switch adaptation is of the anime series. This means a high school setting and characters that should be familiar to people who watched it. After choosing between a male or female character, the player joins Tensei Academy. On the first day, the protagonist, a complete newbie to Shadowverse, is introduced to the card by a few friends. Together they'll try to find more about a rumored Shadowverse club while they enjoy some heated duels along the way. The card game itself plays the same as the mobile title and is actually beginner friendly for those who haven't experienced it yet. Shadowverse Champions Battle has a great few first chapters to ease the player into it while introducing the basics. After the tutorial battles, the player can move around the school, the dorm, and the general neighborhood looking for quests and people to challenge. Each NPC has specific decks, and the school courtyard has every one of the game's 7 classes. In Shadowverse, the player has to pick one of them to build their deck. It's a shame there's no way to mix and match, but those monotypes each offer their synergies and gauges to explore. Though a few initial battles have opponents with their defense reduced, each player should start with 20. Playing a card costs play points, which are restored and increased by 1 when the turn begins. Therefore, this gauge can only hold a maximum of 10 points. One specific rule to pay attention to is evolution, which can be a big game changer during battles. By spending the evolution point, the player can upgrade a follower, increasing their attack and defense. Some cards have specific effects activated after evolution. Though evolution points are limited, 2 for the first player and 3 for the second one, it allows followers that were just placed on the field to do battle with certain creatures. Also, it can only be activated from the second player's 4th turn onwards, which means good timing is necessary. Defeating NPCs once rewards players with their deck codes. This includes a list of cards and descriptions of how they should work. Not only can the player check what's missing to complete the deck, but it's also possible to pin the deck, so whenever the player sees the card, it'll be easy to notice if it's the necessary cards. Other rewards include cards and money, which the player will get every time they defeat the NPC. In addition, each character has specific cards they may drop, usually including some of the rarest cards from their deck. The player can check those before the card battle to see if they are pinned. Further, players can use money on machines called shadow vendors, including individual cards, sleeves, and packs. They are available in multiple areas, and their offerings are different, meaning that players should check all of them at least once if they want to collect everything. From what I've played of Shadowverse Champions Battle, this is a solid card game that offers exactly what I expected of it. I've been playing more matches than I can keep track of, and I feel like I barely scratched the surface. Nevertheless, this is definitely a title to keep your eyes on if you just can't get enough collectible card games like me. Shadowverse Champions Battle will be available on Nintendo Switch on August 10th. A demo is currently available on the Nintendo eShop. Thank you for watching. Please read the full preview at noisypixel.net. NoisyPixel is run by a group of gamers who work hard to deliver news, reviews, previews, and more. Please subscribe to keep up with all our future content.
NoisyPixel.